Rush Hour delivers action humor and unforgettable chemistry. But time spares no one, not even Hollywood stars. After 25 years, some have reached the peak of fame, others faced tragedy, and a few quietly faded away. If you find this content interesting, drop a comment with 1. If not, comment 0. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more exciting videos. Let's explore the fascinating stories of how their careers and lives have changed. Detective James Carter in Rush Hour was the perfect reflection of Chris Tucker in real life, loud, quick-witted, and always in control with his humor and boundless energy. In 1998, at just 27 years old, Tucker rose from a beloved comedian in Friday, 1995, to one of the highest-paid stars in Hollywood. By the time Rush Hour 2 was released, he was earning $20 million per film, a figure reserved for top-tier stars like Tom Cruise. However, the glitz and glamour of fame didn't last long. Tucker's lavish lifestyle, complete with private jets, luxury homes, and high-end cars, couldn't keep pace with the massive paychecks he once received. By the late 2000s, he faced a serious financial crisis when the IRS demanded he pay a staggering $14 million in back taxes. The fall from the top was brutal. He lost his homes, his reputation took a hit, and his life was turned upside down. During this time, Tucker admitted he felt trapped, unable to live up to the public's expectation of being endlessly funny and full of energy. Tucker stepped away from Hollywood at the height of his career, turning to his Christian faith and stand-up comedy on smaller stages far from the blinding lights of fame. Slowly, he rebuilt his career with more modest but well-respected roles, such as in Silver Linings Playbook 2012. Still, Chris Tucker, once the highest-paid comedian in Hollywood, never returned to those towering heights. Now at 54, he continues to perform stand-up comedy and lives a simpler life with an estimated net worth of around $5 million. Jackie Chan, who became a global cinema legend with his role as Inspector Lee in Rush Hour 1998, is a living testament to relentless perseverance and boundless passion. But his success didn't come easily. By 1998, at the age of 44, he had already endured more injuries than most stunt performers accumulate in an entire career. To Hollywood, he was the bright smile, the breathtaking acrobatics, and the irresistible charm. Yet behind the spotlight were long nights spent battling chronic physical pain, the hidden cost of his dedication to doing his own stunts. Jackie Chan had already achieved legendary status in Asia, but breaking into the U.S. market proved to be a daunting challenge. His early Hollywood ventures, like The Protector, were major disappointments, leaving him to question whether his unique action style could ever resonate with Western audiences. Everything changed, however, when Rumble in the Bronx flung open the doors of Hollywood, and Rush Hour marked a major turning point in his career. But the success came at a steep price. In 1986, while filming Armor of God, Jackie fell from a tree and suffered a severe skull fracture, an accident that nearly cost him his life. The injuries didn't stop there. Jackie Chan once said, "Every part of my body has been hurt." Years of performing his own dangerous stunts took a heavy toll on his body. Despite his worldwide success, personal storms continued to haunt him. His 1999 affair nearly destroyed his family, and in later years, his son JC's arrest for drug offenses left him feeling deeply ashamed as a father. Jackie has admitted that during his darkest moments, he buried himself in work, not just out of passion, but as a way to escape the sadness and personal failures he couldn't face. Today, at 71, Jackie Chan continues to act, engage in philanthropy, and maintain a remarkably enduring career with an estimated net worth of around $400 million. His success stands as a powerful testament to unwavering perseverance and the ability to overcome adversity. But it's also a story about the high price of fame, of tireless dedication, physical sacrifice, and the deeply personal challenges that even legends cannot escape. Tom Wilkinson delivered an unforgettable portrayal of Thomas Griffin, also known as Juntao, in Rush Hour. His character wasn't just cold and ruthless, but carried a complex psychological depth. Juntao appeared to be a charming diplomat, yet beneath that polished exterior was a cunning and merciless villain. Tom brought a perfect balance to the role, combining calm composure with inner brutality, making him one of the most memorable antagonists on screen. His brilliant performance made Juntao an unforgettable character, emphasizing that sometimes calmness can be the most dangerous weapon of all. Born and raised in post-war England in a working-class family, Tom didn't have many advantages when starting his career. However, he overcame financial hardships and life's challenges with perseverance and determination. Despite coming from a modest background, Tom always pursued his passion for the arts and found his escape in the theater. After years of struggle, he finally got the chance to shine through small but promising roles. These early years helped shape Tom into a resilient talent, and the stage became the place where he found comfort and a true sense of purpose in life. Although Tom won a BAFTA award in 1997, widespread recognition didn't come immediately. After enduring personal tragedies, including the loss of a child and struggles in his marriage to actress Diana Hardcastle, Tom continued to dedicate himself to his career. While successes in films like In the Bedroom and Michael Clayton earned him Oscar nominations, he still battled depression and declining health. Ultimately, the pressures of work took a toll on both his career and personal life. Tom passed away in 2023 at the age of 75, leaving behind a remarkable yet bittersweet legacy with an estimated net worth of $12 million. Although Chris Penn only played the supporting role of Clive Codd in Rush Hour, his name remains memorable to audiences. As the younger brother of star Sean Penn, Chris possessed remarkable talent and passion for his craft, but spent much of his career living in the shadow of his famous sibling. His career truly shone in films like Reservoir Dogs 1992, where he effortlessly commanded the screen. However, behind those performances lay a difficult internal struggle that he was unable to overcome. Chris Penn's career was heavily impacted by personal struggles and a self-destructive lifestyle. Despite his talent, he fell deeply into drug and alcohol addiction. In 1997, his situation worsened when he was arrested for drunk driving. His abuse of cocaine and prescription drugs led to significant weight gain, over 300 pounds, around 136 kilograms, which caused serious health issues, especially heart problems. While Hollywood recognized his talent, the chaos in his personal life made it difficult for him to land leading roles and bigger opportunities. In January 2006, at just 40 years old, Chris Penn was found dead at his home. The investigation revealed that his heart had enlarged due to years of substance abuse with cocaine and other drugs still present in his system. Though he had been part of several iconic Quentin Tarantino films, his ending was quiet and tragic. Chris Penn passed away in 2006, leaving behind an estimated net worth of around $1 million. While he never reached the heights of Hollywood's biggest stars, his legacy remains as a talented actor whose potential was sadly wasted, a promising life cut far too short. Elizabeth Pena was a shining flame on screen, and her role as Detective Tanya Johnson in Rush Hour was just one testament to her talent. Alongside Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, Pena created a compelling and strong character that captivated audiences. However, off-screen she was fighting an even bigger battle. In an industry that rarely gave Latina women the respect they deserved, Elizabeth Pena tirelessly fought to showcase her talent and assert her place. Pena's breakthrough came from blockbuster films where she brought deep emotion to every role, yet Hollywood often typecast her in simple, one-dimensional parts, lacking depth. But Elizabeth refused to accept those stereotypes. She carved her own path, becoming one of the first Latina members of the Directors Guild of America, a feat that required immense perseverance. Still, the industry she dedicated her life to never truly welcomed her as it should have. She faced repeated rejection, tough struggles, and the painful feeling of being undervalued. By the age of 40, the frustration and pain from being typecast and overlooked had become a heavy burden for Elizabeth. Alcohol gradually became her way of coping, quietly damaging her health. Despite this, she continued to work hard. She brought warmth and credibility to The Incredibles with her role as Mirage, and found steady roles in television projects, helping her maintain a solid place in the industry. However, the relentless struggle for recognition took a heavy toll on Elizabeth's mind and body. She passed away in 2014 at the age of 55 due to complications related to alcohol. Although her net worth was only around $2 million, her legacy stands as a powerful testament to the fight for Latin representation, despite the immense pain she endured throughout that battle. Sima, who played Consul Solon Han in Rush Hour, was a powerful and central character in the film. However, off-screen Sima's career highlights the injustices many actors face, especially those of Asian descent. Despite his exceptional acting talent and years of experience, Sima has often been limited to one-dimensional supporting roles, gangsters, minor villains, and characters with little voice. Hollywood may see him as the Asian guy, but rarely as a leading man with true depth and influence. In the 90s, stepping into mainstream cinema for Sima felt like constantly running into an invisible wall within the film industry. Despite his persistent efforts, leading roles never came his way. Although he made a strong impression in The Quiet American and received praise for Arrival, the film industry still didn't shift its perception of him. The lack of recognition for his efforts led Sima to feel drained, and by his early 40s, he admitted to falling into depression, questioning whether his pursuit of an acting career had been worth it. However, there have been bright spots in Sima's career. His recurring role on 24 brought him stability and respect, while his appearance in Denver proved he could shine in a major Hollywood project. Those moments reminded him that he still had something valuable to offer, even if the industry sometimes chose not to acknowledge it. Despite the hardships he faced throughout his career, Sima kept pushing forward. By 2025, at the age of 63, he lives quietly in California, mentoring young Asian actors and guiding them toward opportunities he never had, with an estimated net worth of around $3 million. Ken Leung made a strong impression with his role as Sang in Rush Hour, a cold, silent assassin who could intimidate without saying much. However, his path in Hollywood hasn't been easy. Born in New York in 1970, Ken Leung, like many Asian American actors, often struggled to find suitable roles. Hollywood rarely offered him leading parts, typically casting him in supporting roles such as henchmen, tech experts, or villains. Despite standout performances in films like AI and X-Men: The Last Stand, Ken still faced the industry's limitations. The disappointments and lack of recognition took a significant toll on Ken's mental health. He has admitted in private conversations that the absence of big opportunities led him into a prolonged state of low self-esteem. Unlike many of his peers, he remained unmarried for many years, feeling unable to balance family life with the instability of an acting career. However, Ken didn't give up. After landing the role of Miles Straum in Lost, he gained widespread recognition and opened doors to new opportunities in HBO projects, most notably his role as Eric Tao in a series about ruthless bankers. These roles proved that Ken could do much more than the industry had expected. However, the years spent struggling with supporting roles are not easily forgotten. Now at 55, Ken continues to live in New York, balancing independent films with mentoring young actors, and has an estimated net worth of around $2 million. Still, his contributions to cinema remain a valuable legacy, a testament to his perseverance and relentless effort in seeking opportunities and recognition. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more, don't forget to share the video, and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any exciting videos. Let's continue exploring together right now. Philip Baker Hall, who played Captain William D.L. in Rush Hour, is a prime example of an actor who was never fully recognized despite significant contributions to cinema. When he took on the role of Captain D.L., he was in his 60s and had a career spanning decades, yet he constantly struggled with being underappreciated. Although he received critical acclaim for his performances in Paul Thomas Anderson's films like Hard Eight, Boogie Nights, and Magnolia, he was still unable to escape the shadow of supporting roles. Despite a long and successful career, Philip Baker Hall was never fully recognized for his talent by the film industry. Although he had memorable roles in The Truman Show and The Insider, he was often typecast in supporting or minor parts with little voice. This led to personal struggles and pain. Years of smoking caused him to develop emphysema in his later years. Friends reported that his final years were marked by illness, loneliness, and loss, including outliving many of his colleagues and his first marriage. Despite facing health challenges, Philip Baker Hall never stopped working. He appeared in films like Zodiac, Argo, and even comedies such as Bruce Almighty, continuing to contribute to cinema. For him, acting was more than just a job, it was a way to fight against silence and loneliness in life. Philip Baker Hall passed away in 2022 at the age of 90, leaving behind an estimated net worth of around $1.5 million. Although he was never fully recognized during his career, he remains one of the most respected actors in the film industry. Rosalind Sanchez delivered a memorable performance as Isabella Molina in Rush Hour 2, 2001. But the story behind her career is more than just glamour and beauty. For Rosalind, her alluring appearance sometimes felt like a curse as she constantly faced being typecast in minor roles, seductive women with little depth in Hollywood films. After movies like Boat Trip and The Game Plan, she realized that the industry had predetermined the kinds of roles she could play, and often those roles didn't match her true capabilities. Although Rosalind found success in Devious Maids, a popular TV series, she couldn't escape criticism for taking on a role that reinforced stereotypes about Latin women in the industry. The pressure and expectations weighed heavily on her. On top of that, she faced serious health challenges. After years of battling endometriosis and ovarian cysts, Rosalind endured not only physical pain, but also the heartbreaking reality of losing hope for having children naturally. The journey through IVF, miscarriages, and surgeries became a significant part of her life, all while maintaining the image of a smiling woman on the red carpet. Her life wasn't just marked by career challenges, but also by family struggles. Her first marriage ended in 2001, adding to her feelings of frustration in her career. Later, together with Eric Winter, she went through years of fertility treatments before finally welcoming 2 children. Although Rosalind has been open about her battle during those years, she faced deep sorrow, immense pressure, and the heavy burden of continuing to work as if nothing was wrong. As of 2025, Rosalind Sanchez is 52 years old and continues her career in acting and film production. She lives in Los Angeles and has an estimated net worth of around $14 million. Her life and career have been a journey of resilience, full of challenges, but also marked by self-affirmation and success that not everyone recognizes from the start. Max von Sydow, who played Vang Renard in Rush Hour 3 2007, was a legendary figure in cinema. However, his career was not always smooth. Born and raised in Sweden, Max began his acting journey with Ingmar Bergman's The Seventh Seal, a film that quickly became a global cinematic icon. But when he transitioned to Hollywood, the real struggle began. Despite landing significant roles in The Exorcist and Minority Report, Max was often typecast as villains or cold elderly men, which left him feeling frustrated and disappointed for many years. As Max continued working, he increasingly felt trapped by stereotypical roles, a burden that haunted him for decades. Close friends and collaborators, including Ingmar Bergman, passed away one by one, leaving a profound void in Max's life. Loneliness became an inseparable part of his later years. Although he kept working and achieved notable successes, such as his role as the Three-Eyed Raven in Game of Thrones, near the age of 80, which earned him an Emmy nomination, Max could never fully escape the sense of loss, especially as he outlived many of his peers. Max von Sydow passed away in 2020 at the age of 90 in France, leaving behind a monumental film career and an estimated net worth of around $16 million. Although his career shone brightly with legendary roles behind the glamour, lay a life filled with bitterness and loneliness that was not easily erased. Max's legacy stands as a testament to resilience in his craft, but also as a poignant story about the price of outliving many of his colleagues as the stage lights gradually dimmed. Zhang Ziyi, who played the role of Hu Li in Rush Hour 2 2001, showcased exceptional martial arts skills and acting talent. After the massive success of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, she rose to international stardom but simultaneously faced numerous challenges. Hollywood offered her major roles, but most were stereotyped parts that didn't allow her to fully demonstrate her abilities. Determined not to be typecast merely as a martial arts heroine, Zhang fought hard to assert herself and diversify her presence in the film industry. Although international fame opened many doors for Zhang Ziyi, it also brought new struggles, placing her in a constant conflict between the differing expectations of the West and her homeland, China. While Rush Hour 2 propelled her to global recognition, she faced criticism from some audiences and critics. After starring in the Memoirs of a Gaka, she was praised in the West, but heavily criticized in China, where she was accused of betraying national pride. This struggle between two cultures, combined with constant scrutiny, caused her to face significant mental health challenges. She took a career break in the mid-2000s to heal both physically and mentally, including coping with a miscarriage in 2016, which added to the burdens in her life. Nevertheless, Zhang Ziyi did not give up. She made a strong comeback with notable roles in House of Flying Daggers and The Grandmaster, earning numerous awards and solidifying her reputation as one of Asia's most talented actresses. Behind the radiant smile on the red carpet lies a woman carrying the pain of years of criticism, health struggles, and the loneliness of public life. As of 2025, Zhang Ziyi is 46 years old and continues to act and direct with an estimated net worth of around $100 million. She stands as a testament to resilience and the ability to overcome all challenges to achieve success in this fiercely competitive industry. Alan King, who played the billionaire Stephen Rain in Rush Hour 2, 2001, brought a nuanced portrayal to his character. Although known for his humor, Alan's life was marked by significant personal tragedy. As a veteran actor with decades of experience, he endured many hardships in his private life. His years as a stand-up comedian earned him fame, but the price was steep. He lost a child to leukemia, a grief that haunted him throughout the rest of his life. Although Alan King continued working alongside major stars like Martin Scorsese in Casino, the pain he carried never faded. His body was ravaged by lung cancer, a disease diagnosed in the final stages of his life. As a heavy cigar smoker, this illness followed him even onto the film sets. Despite this, Alan persevered, dedicating himself fully to his craft through special TV appearances and films. Yet every time he stepped onto the stage, it was a battle against a weakening body. Alan King passed away in 2004 at the age of 76, just 2 years after completing his role as Stephen Rain in Rush Hour 2. He left behind an estimated net worth of around $10 million and a remarkable comedic legacy forged through both pain and laughter. His life stands as a testament to resilience overcoming personal hardships while teaching the invaluable lesson of bringing joy to others despite enduring immense challenges himself. Julia Shu, only 12 years old when she portrayed Soo Young-han in Rush Hour 1998, delivered a memorable performance that left a lasting impression on audiences. The innocent kidnapped girl became an unforgettable character in viewers' hearts. However, despite the film's tremendous success, Julia's career did not follow the glamorous path of some of her co-stars. As a young Asian American actress in late 1990s, Hollywood, Julia quickly realized that the roles available to her were very limited and lacked opportunities for growth. After a brief appearance in the indie short film 3 Exits, she realized she was being left behind, as casting directors showed little interest. Acting once a dream turned promising reality gradually became a door slammed shut in front of Julia. The industry she had stepped into no longer offered opportunities, leaving her to face disappointment and isolation. After years of struggling with her acting career, Julia decided to reinvent herself outside of Hollywood. She studied at USC and later earned an MBA from UCLA, building a more stable career in media and technology. Although she gave up on fame, she couldn't help but wonder what her career might have been if those roles had been given to her. As of 2025, Julia is 39 years old, living a private life in Los Angeles, with an estimated net worth of around $500,000. Hiroyuki Sanada endured decades of sacrifice to establish himself in the film industry, not only in Japan, but also on the international stage. When he took on the role of Kenji in Rush Hour 3, 2007, It was the culmination of a long and challenging journey. His career was built not only on talent, but also on wounds, exhaustion, and relentless pressure. Trained from a young age under the legendary martial artist Sonny Chiba Sanada, became a prominent name in Japanese cinema, especially known for his action roles. Films like The Twilight Samurai and The Last Samurai brought him closer to international audiences and earned widespread critical acclaim. However, behind every intense action scene were unavoidable physical pains, broken bones, strained muscles, and a body constantly pushed to its limits. Despite Sanada's growing fame, he quietly endured the physical agony, knowing he could never truly stop. In 2010, his health nearly collapsed due to a serious kidney issue, forcing him to reevaluate everything: his lifestyle, career, and ability to continue acting. For a man who had built his entire life on his body and discipline, the fear of weakness was unbearable. However, Sanada's strength and resilience helped him overcome this difficult period. Hollywood welcomed him into major projects such as the Wolverine 47 Ronin and HBO's Westworld. In 2024, Sanada appeared in Shogun as Toyonaga, a role that earned him widespread acclaim and international awards. Finally, he received the recognition he had sought throughout his career. As of 2025, Hiroyuki Sanada is 65 years old and continues to act both in Hollywood and Japan with an estimated net worth of around $10 million. His story is a testament to the power of perseverance and relentless sacrifice in the entertainment industry. Jingchu Zhang delivered a powerful and graceful performance as the adult Su Yung in Rush Hour 3 2007. However, behind her beauty and composure lies a life filled with pressure and relentless effort. Born in rural Fujian, China, Jingchu had to overcome numerous hardships to gain admission to the Central Academy of Drama, where she faced intense competition and limited opportunities. Nevertheless, through determination, she rose to become a prominent star in the Chinese entertainment industry. Although she had achieved success in her home country, international fame brought a different kind of pressure for Jingchu. Every move she made was judged, and each role she took on was subject to criticism. The overwhelming expectations created a significant gap between reality and what was anticipated, leaving her feeling exhausted and stressed. In 2005, when Time magazine named her Best Actress of the Year, many believed it marked the beginning of a glorious career. However, that title only added to the pressure, making her feel even more isolated and restricted in her work. Jingchu has opened up about her struggle with depression, feeling overwhelmed by the constant demand for perfection. Although international films like Mission Impossible and The Forbidden Kingdom helped solidify her global potential, the emotional wounds she carried left lasting scars. She consistently avoided marriage, choosing work as an escape, and gradually stepped back from the screen when she needed time to heal. Despite having numerous endorsement deals and high-profile projects, she has at times chosen peace over fame. As of 2025, Jingchu Zhang is 45 years old, continues to act selectively, and has an estimated net worth of around $20 million. She stands as a testament to resilience, someone who has navigated both the glory and the darker corners of the entertainment industry. If you found the content interesting, make sure to hit like to support the channel. Don't forget to share the video with friends and relive the memories of this iconic action comedy series. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming Then and Now videos. We've got plenty more exciting content about your favorite movie stars coming soon. See you in the next video.